Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessed with Videos for another update. This time it's an OWV cinema poster update, as I've got 16 posters to show in this update, in which the first one is Leatherheads, starring George Clooney and Renee Zellweger. If love is a game, who'll make the first pass? The film was rated PG for mild language and comic violence. Its original release year was 2008. Its UK theatrical release date was April 11th, 2008. And its UK theatrical distributor was Universal Pictures. And it was released by Universal Pictures, Smokehouse Pictures, and Casey Silver Productions. Next one is Paranormal Activity, the original first one. Dare you experience the US phenomenon? One of the scariest movies of all time, according to Bloody Disgusting. You'll sleep with the lights on, according to Total Film. The film was rated 15 for, I think it says strong language and horror. Don't go alone. The film's original release year was 2007. Its UK theatrical release date was November 25th, 2009. And its UK theatrical distributor was Icon Film Distribution. And it was released by Icon Film Distribution, IM Global. Their logo is shown at the start of international prints of the film, but somehow the logo doesn't appear on the film's original UK poster. And in the US, the film was distributed by Paramount Pictures. And this is the only Paranormal Activity film to not be released by Paramount in its international prints. Because with the other Paranormal Activity films that would follow, they were all distributed by Paramount, presumably worldwide. I know that they were at least in the UK and the US, and I think Australia as well. And presumably in other international territories. Next one is Predator 2. Rated 18 both in the UK and Ireland. This is the 4K Ultra HD UK, the UK 4K Blu-ray release. Its original release year was 1990. Its UK 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release date was September 1st, 2025. And its UK 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray distributor was Elevation Sales. And it was released by Elevation Sales, Buena Vista Home Entertainment, 20th Century Studios, Davis Entertainment, Lawrence Gordon Productions, and Silver Pictures. Next one is Predators, which is the third standalone film in the Predator franchise, coming out 20 years after Predator 2 and 23 years after the original Predator. This one was directed by Robert Rodriguez, and it was also rated 15 both in the UK and Ireland. Its original release year was 2010. Its UK 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release date was September 1st, 2025, and its UK 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray distributor was Elevation Sales. And it was released by Elevation Sales, Buena Vista Home Entertainment, 20th Century Studios, Davis Entertainment, Troublemaker Studios, and Access Entertainment. Next one is The Box, starring Cameron Diaz, which is based on the book by the author of I Am Legend, and it's also from the director of Donnie Darko, which is Richard Kelly. The film was rated 12A. Its original release year was 2009. Its UK theatrical release date was December 4th, 2009. And its UK theatrical distributor was Icon Film Distribution. and it was released by Icon Film Distribution, the Weinstein Company, Media Rights Capital, Darko Entertainment, and it was also released by Radar Pictures, even though their logo doesn't appear on the UK poster for the film. Even though I think it appears on, like, the US poster alongside Warner Brothers, which is the film's US distributor. Next one is Paranormal Activity 2. The most anticipated horror event of the year. Steady your nerves, your sleepless nights are about to return, according to Dread Central. The film is rated 15, but I think I forgot to put the 15 rating on the poster. But just know that it is rated 15, and I also put it on the description over there. It's not like me to forget to put the age ratings on the posters, but sometimes people do make some mistakes now and again. Its original release year was 2010. Its UK theatrical release date was October 22nd, 2010. And its UK theatrical distributor was Paramount Pictures, who released the film alongside Blumhouse Productions. But since they didn't have a logo at the time, their logo doesn't appear on the poster. And strangely enough, even in the Paranormal Activity films that were released when Blumhouse got their logo, the Blumhouse logo doesn't appear on the posters for the films, nor the films themselves, for whatever reason. Even though on most Blumhouse films that have been released since 2012, they've had their logo on it. Next one is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, starring Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz, Ian McShane, and Jeffrey Rush. Directed by Rob Marshall, who was also the director of 9, which is a film that came out in 2009, not to be confused with another film called 9. That one was directed by Tim Burton. I think one of the reasons they brought Rob Marshall to direct Pirates of the Caribbean 4 instead of Gore Verbinski, who I think directed the previous 3 films in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, was because he was busy directing Rango at the time for Paramount and Nickelodeon back in 2011. And I don't think he was involved in Salazar's Revenge in 2017 either. Probably because he was taking more time out to direct another film of his, A Cure for Wellness, which he co-produced for 20th Century Fox and Regency back in, I think it was early 2017. So he was clearly working on some other films, so I don't think he directed Salazar's Revenge. Anyway, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides was rated 12A. Its original release year was 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was May 18th, 2011. And its UK theatrical distributor was Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. And it was released by Walt Disney Pictures and Jerry Bruckheimer Films. And the next poster is Captain America the First Avenger, from the studio that brought you Iron Man and Thor, which is obviously Marvel Studios. The film was rated 12A for moderate violence, as most of the MCU films have been rated 12A, except for so far Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a 15. The original release year for Captain America the First Avenger was 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was July 29th, 2011, and its UK theatrical distributor was Paramount Pictures. And it was released by Paramount Pictures, Marvel Entertainment, and Marvel Studios. I think this was the last MCU film to be distributed by Paramount Pictures. I know they continued to co-produce the MCU films until Iron Man 3 in 2013, but with Avengers Assemble and Iron Man 3, while they were co-produced by Paramount, like Marvel Studios were the distributor of those films through Disney. And the next poster I've got in this update is Crash, from the Oscar-nominated writer of $1 Million Baby, which that one won the Academy Award for Best Picture in early 2005. This one got that same award in early 2006. And Crash stars Chris Bridges, or as it's more commonly referred to, Ludacris. And it also stars Sandra Bullock, Don Cheadle, Matt Dillon, Brendan Fraser, Thandie Newton, and Ryan Phillippe. The film was rated 15. Its original release year was 2004. That's when it debuted at the Toronto International Film Festival in Canada, although since it was released in most territories in 2005, that's why it was nominated and won at the Oscars in early 2006. Hence why its UK theatrical release date was August 12, 2005. And its UK theatrical distributor was Pathé. And it was released by Pathé, Lionsgate Films, Bob Yari Productions, DEJ Productions, and Syndicate Films International. Alongside some other companies like Blackfriars Bridge, Harris Company, Apollo Pro Screen, and Bullseye Entertainment. Excuse me. Next one is The Libertine, starring Johnny Depp, Samantha Morton, and John Malkovich. He didn't resist temptation, he pursued it. It was nominated for 8 nominations at the British Independent Film Awards, including Best Film, Best Director, and Best Actor. The film was rated 18 for very strong language and sex references. Its original release year was 2004. Its UK theatrical release date was November 18th, 2005. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors, who released the film alongside Odyssey Entertainment and Isle of Man Film, and also Mr. Mudd. And the film was released in the United States by the Weinstein Company, in which it was one of the first films to be released under the then newly formed Weinstein Company in the US. I think it was one of the first alongside like Derailed and Hoodwinked, just to name a few. Next one is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, which was rated 12A, hence it was actually the very first Star Wars film to be rated 12A in the UK, which is now standard for every new Star Wars film since then, with the exception of Star Wars The Clone Wars in 2008, which was rated PG. The original release year for Revenge of the Sith was 2005. Its UK theatrical release date was May 19th, 2005, so just under a week before my second birthday. And its UK theatrical distributor was 20th Century Fox. And this version of the poster also has an advert for an epic deal that you could get in cinemas at the time when you went to watch Revenge of the Sith. Like, you could see the film and you could get your drink and popcorn and save £7.50. That was probably a deal that was on at the time the film was released in UK cinemas. And the film was released by 20th Century Fox, Lucasfilm, and it had THX sound systems when it was in THX certified cinemas. And the next poster is Colombiana, starring Zoe Saldana, written by Luc Besson and Robert Mark Kamen, and directed by Olivia Megaton. Vengeance is beautiful. The film was rated 15. Its original release year was 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was September 9th, 2011. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors, who distributed the film in the UK, and the film was produced by Europa Corp, TF1 Films Production, and Digital Factory, even though their logo doesn't appear on the poster. And I believe in the United States, this film was released by Sony Pictures through both the TriStar Pictures and Stage 6 Films labels. And the next poster is Killer Elite, May the Best Man Live, inspired by a true story, starring Jason Statham, Clive Owen, and Robert De Niro. The film was rated 15. Its original release year was 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was September 23rd, 2011. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors. And it was released by Entertainment Film Distributors, Omnilab Media, Inferno Distribution, Ambience Entertainment, and Open Road Films. And this was also the first film to be released by Open Road Films, which was a newly formed distributor at the time that was, I believe it was co-owned by AMC and Regal Cinemas in America. It was like a film distribution joint venture between the two biggest cinema chains in North America, or at least in the United States. And the film was also co-produced by Current Entertainment, Syvatson Films, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Film Victoria, and also the Wales Creative IP Fund. And the next poster is for The Artist, which received 6 Golden Globe nominations, including Best Motion Picture. And even at the Oscars, it won Best Film and Best Director at the Academy Awards. Or at least it says for the New York Film Critics Circle. But one thing I know is that this film won Best Picture at the Academy Awards in early 2012, since this film was released in 2011. And it has a lot of 5-star reviews on the poster, and even some written reviews like, "Everyone should see it," according to the Times, and "Glorious, I can't wait to see it again," according to Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian. And the film was rated PG for a scene of mild threat. The film's original release year, as I just said, was in 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was December 30th, 2011, so it was one of the final films to be released in the UK in 2011. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors. And it was released by Entertainment Film Distributors alongside The Weinstein Company and also Le Petit Reine, Studio 37, Orange Studio 37, La Classe Américaine, Joe Prod or Joe Productions, France 3 Cinema, Juraw Productions, U-Film, Canal Plus, France Televisions, and Wild Bunch, to name a few of the companies that co-produced the film. Since this is a French film and it has a lot of companies involved in it, as quite a lot of international foreign films do. Even last year, there were a lot of companies that co-produced films like Flow and trying to remember what that Netflix one was again. I can't remember, but I think you'll know the one I mean. It was nominated at the Oscars last year. It came out last year and was nominated at the Oscars earlier this year. Can't remember what it was, though. But I know that Pathé was one of the companies involved with it, and they co-released it with Netflix. And the next poster that I'm going to be showing in this update is Something Borrowed. It's a thin line between love and friendship, starring Kate Hudson, Jennifer Goodwin, John Krasinski, and Colin Egglesfield. The film was rated 12A. Its original release year was 2011. Its UK theatrical release date was May 6, 2011. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors, who released the film in the UK alongside Summit Entertainment and Alcon Entertainment. And the final poster in this update is Beautiful Creatures, starring Alden Ehrenreich, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, Alice Englert, Jeremy Irons, Viola Davis, Emmy Rossum, Thomas Mann, and Emma Thompson. Dark secrets will come to light. The film was rated 12A. Its original release year was 2013. Its UK theatrical release date was February 13th, 2013. And its UK theatrical distributor was Entertainment Film Distributors, who released the film in the UK alongside Summit Entertainment shortly after Summit was acquired by Lionsgate. And it was also co-produced by Alcon Entertainment and also 3 Arts Entertainment and Bell Pictures. So yeah, in this update there was a lot of Entertainment Film Distributors posters, or a lot of posters for films released by them in the UK. So with all that said, that concludes this update, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and see you later!